Hello and welcome to another episode of my Lies of P playthrough. Today we're back in the hotel. We got people to talk to, and then we're going to be making our way to the Malum District. And I believe we have to talk to, let me see, Alidoro, Vanini, and Sophia.
The cathedral. It seems nowhere is safe now. Maybe those who went there seeking refuge became monsters somehow. But the petrification disease turns you to stone, not into a monster. I'm worried about the Malum District, just below the cathedral. I wonder whether there are monsters there, too.
About Sophia's
I am
power.
able to wield ergo. They call me a listener, because I can hear ergo. I inherited the power from my mother, who hated it, called it the devil's power. So I kept it a secret that I could talk to puppets. Now you are the only one my voice reaches. So I beg you, please, save Krat.
Alright. Hey, I forgot about that caliber I picked up. Whoops, wrong one. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade my fulminous, or no, not my flamberge. Already upgraded my fulminous once. Uh, these were the first two that I upgraded all the way. I've heard that the shield is really good though. I think I made that last, or a few episodes ago. Oh yeah, that record got done playing.
I've been investigating the puppet frenzy, and it looks like I need your help. First, let me show you a little something I've been working on. I call it the Ergo Wavelength Decoder. The name lacks a certain flair, but I assure you it works. If my suspicions are correct, something in the puppet's very ergo is causing their aggression. My decoder can find malicious signals within the waves, but I cannot possibly get close enough to gather the ergo wave records myself. You, on the other hand, would you? Could you? I refuse to believe the King of Puppets is truly behind this puppet rampage. It's too simple, but also a bit too much even for him. No. I suspect the ergo itself is corrupted, or at least compromised. I do so desperately want to find the cause, as I'm sure you do too, my friend. It breaks my heart to see puppets turned into murderous tools of bloodshed.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what you're supposed to do with this. Device finds errors in the Grand Covenant imprinted on the puppets. Vanini decided to analyze the puppet's ergo wavelengths to determine the cause of the puppet frenzy. You should be able to collect quite a number of records while getting rid of the puppets all over Krot. So yeah, basically you're just supposed to kill puppets while that thing's with you. And also, I'd never inspected these.
Felicitous salutations, my friends. My name is Signor Lorenzini Vanini. No doubt my reputation precedes me. I come to you with only the most peaceful intentions, and as a true friend of Krat. Behold, Vanini Work, where we will honor the city of Krat's history while forging her brilliant future. When I broke ground on this place, we broke ground. I certainly didn't do it all personally. This was simply empty space, a blank canvas. But in the hands of a maestro, it became a work of art. All my life, from boyhood to this very day, I have been derided for my, let's say, single-minded focus on a lifelong obsession with building animated, automatic, autonomous automata. But today, just look before you. Vanini Works is ready to start future come true. Join us, for this moment in history will happen only once. Join Venini, your friend for life.
There's this thing.
Amatsa, that is one slick prototype. You think it's a tram for crickets?
Yeah, this stuff is from the Grand Exhibition, which is a place for later. I think once we get on Rosa Isabel Street, we basically just keep on marching until we reach that place. So, but that won't be for a while. I've also got to go talk to Alidoro, and heck, I might as well talk to Eugenie as well, because she's kind of a fan of his.
You know that stalker, the Hound? Is it true you brought him here? Wow, I didn't know he was still alive. Thank heavens. I haven't seen him in person, and I don't know how I'd react. How do you thank the man who saved your life? I'm so glad that someone so kind has reached safety. And speaking of safety, please take care of yourself out there. You're not the only
While
one
I'm
who's
here.
curious. Most people get around to asking where I'm from. My looks give it away, don't they? Suffice it to say, I'm from the country of the morning, beyond the ocean. But I wouldn't be much of a tour guide. All I know about it is their weapons. My family was a house of weapons specialists. It's quite a reputation to live up to. They almost took charge of planning for the Grand Exhibition, but that's their reputation, not mine. And they deserted me when I was little. I don't even know who they are. And my reputation is my own. I suppose my only connection to them would be weapons. So I'm an orphan, and that hardly makes me exotic in Krat. Can I help you with anything else?
Let's see. Oh, I'm short by 3 moonstones. So we'll have to remedy that. Yeah, I'm actually curious. I would kind of like to, just something I've picked up while playing this game. I'd kind of like to get some of the books, like maybe the Alice in Wonderland, Wizard of Oz, maybe even Pinocchio books, the originals, and read them, just to get an idea of where they might go in the future with this stuff. Oh, hey, here's that cat. I bet I still can't pet it. Yep, that's what I thought.
Oh, it's you. This hotel is indeed a refuge from the dangers of the outside world. I am the Hound, a descendant of the city's most aristocratic families. Repaying debts is what we nobles do. Anyone with a worthy spirit is especially welcome. Accordingly, I shall give you the honor of laying eyes upon my treasure. However, you must prove your worthiness. For this legendary treasure, the ergo of a powerful enemy shall suffice. It's up to you if you want to make the exchange. Take your time to admire it. I've certainly done likewise.
Yeah, I think we could buy a new weapon. Now, the Trident of the Covenant, I've heard, is actually really good. Has a chance of none being consumed when using pulse cells. I think I'd rather have the Trident, to be honest. And I think we're done here for now. I don't think that what's his face, Geppetto has any new dialogue, so we're just gonna head to the altar and keep on going. I spent a lot of time yapping in the first half of this. Yep, almost 10 minutes of it. Okay. And I believe our next stop is another stretch of forest. And by the way, if you missed Alidoro the first time, like I did, he would be standing there right outside of this elevator, back up top. You would have had to have talked to him before you could access the elevator. So. Alrighty, here we are. Path of the Pilgrim. Here we have some infected dogs. Or wolves, I'm not really sure. And this place is also lousy with traps, too.
Once, Krat was just a small town on the coast of little importance. Before Elysian Boulevard was built, this place literally was all there was of Krat. But when some in the city prospered, they left the old town behind. Through isolation and neglect, Krat's first incarnation became nothing but dangerous alleys and desperate slums. On the bright side, I guess, the whole city of Krat's pretty much like that now. The old town caught up with the new. It's true what they say. A receding tide sinks all boats.
And yeah, that gold stargazer back there, I think that is what you use to start the DLC once we get that far. That won't be until I hit Chapter 9, though. I think I also have to beat the Chapter 9 boss, so I pretty much have to complete Chapter 9 in order to interact with that. At least that's what I read. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not entirely sure what the break status is, but I'm not too keen on finding out either. Acidic crystal spear. Guy ready to drop attack me. Sharp pipe. Dim ergo. Let's see. I think this path leads to a bear. Oh, come on, Yogi. Sometimes bears are quite a pain, and other times they're not. I've had some that are just, you can just pretty much one-shot them, but it's kind of a jank place to do this, probably. Decapitated. Oof, what's hitting me? Oh, doggy. Okay. So I think that's the way to go, and if we backtrack, this should lead us under the bridge we had to walk across when we first encountered that guy. And I think also, yeah, there's some traps down here too. Not just bear traps. Chain. Doggy. Fire canister, sheesh. Handed me stuff left and right. Whoa, okay, I don't know. I don't know how I didn't get break from that, but hey, I'm not complaining. Oh, there's a butterfly. And thankfully this water isn't contaminated. There it is. Stone of the Covenant. Was there another one? I thought I heard another, like, twinkle or something. Go ahead and sharpen this. We should be close to our next Stargazer, I think. At least I thought there was one before the tomb slums. Maybe it's just a shortcut up ahead. Oh, that don't sound good. No, there's a big infected dude. And these guys are pretty much tankier versions of the bigger or smaller infected. They have a few extra moves and some red attacks, but they're not too bad. And also, we'll actually be coming back to this little area later once we find a cryptic vessel. I believe we find that in the Opera House, maybe? I'm not sure. After me, wait. Thought I heard something. Wanted, Black Rabbit Brotherhood. A criminal group of 4 stalkers charged with theft, assault, tampering with bodies, and other serious crimes. Their base is the Malum District, so be extremely careful when entering it. Yep, that's our, those guys are actually the boss for the Malum District. And that is a pretty tough fight, if I do say so myself. Okay. Fire abrasive. There's even treasure to be found in a collapsing shack. Find out what happened to the greedy couple. And up here is a shortcut to the other Stargazer. Scribbles of Slum Resident. Everything changed after the doctor spread the blue medicine. I buried my brother. I don't even know it was my brother. Who is the doctor? Whose blue hair is in his cane? So, yeah, I don't think I'm spoiling much by saying this, but The guy that we saw in the last cutscene, I'm pretty sure that was Simon Manus, who's the leader of the alchemists. He's the, well, I missed him out. Yeah, he's the, like I said, he's the leader of the alchemists, and he's sort of the main bad guy. At least that's what the game kind of leads you to think. Knowing this game, there's probably like a plot twist or something where somebody else is actually the one pulling the strings. But the only person I know that has blue hair is Sophia, so I don't know if they're in cahoots or what. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. I don't know why I did that. I should just left it up there, because if I die, it's gonna be up there anyways. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. This guy is quite a pain. Especially when he does that crap. Man, he just loves that move. Doubling down on all these. There we go. Off with your head. Slum resident key. Oh, slum shack key. Was that what I got from him? I thought it said slum resident. Then again, it did go by pretty quick. Belford Superior Corrosion Resistance Converter. Oops, wrong menu yet again. Physical and fire damage up, or reduction rate. Acid damage is up too. It's basically fire, acid, and physical. Yeah, we can't do much else here for now, but when we come back here, we can actually go in this house, and there'll be an NPC over there by the fire barrel. I don't think we have too much farther to go before we hit the Malum District. So I'm gonna try to get there. I'm a little bit weak, though, for what's to come. Because I think we have another mini-boss up here before the gate. Hobbler's Bridge. Secret path ahead. Item over here. Saw blade. Not worth it. Actually, it might be worth it. I'm not sure. I've never actually used many throwables in this game. Okay, wish me luck.
I test 1, 2, 1, 2. We have a schedule update for the intruder. It's time. Tonight!
touch easier than the first time I fought those guys. That's pretty much a blossomed bear. At least that's what I'm calling them guys, because once they have that stuff going on for so long, they kind of tend to burst open.
Now, here's a safety reminder for all the malcontents of the Malum District. A nasty puppet has invaded our territory. Be careful.
Yeah, I think that's the Black Rabbit Brotherhood yapping. Let's see, what was that I picked up? Let's see, target name unknown, affiliation Sweepers, codename Cat. Joined the group as an apprentice stalker, but is inactive in the group. Has been reported multiple times for ignoring ranks and neglecting duty. Caught being in contact for the past year with the Fox, a bastard stalker. Under investigation for leaking inside secrets, but has not responded yet. Extra info Fox, target name unknown. As it is with the bastards, she is assumed to have been ousted from a noble succession. The interesting thing is, she claims that a cat is a bastard of the family. So in other words, her lost sibling. If the information above is reliable, the cat is possibly a spy from the bastards. It's an unofficial interrogation, but there are no restrictions to the methods available. Okay, item here, another magazine. Okay, down is the way you're supposed to go, so I'm gonna head up here. See what we got. And hopefully I don't fail this just jumping puzzle, because my screen is dark and there's a glare on my TV as well, so this is gonna be fun. Okay, here's the first one. Dim fragment. Just double check, make sure I don't miss anything, because I really don't want to do this again. Okay, another beam. There's a thing you can drop to there, but I don't really see the point. Okay, I think we made it. Yeah, nice. Okay. Welcome to the territory of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Remember, anyone who fails to pay the protection fee on time is headed straight for the coffin. Alright, we made it. And here's our old friends, the cat and the fox, just like what the report said. I think I have a feeling I'm actually on time. Wow. I figured I went over for this, but I'm actually right at 30 minutes. So yeah, in the next episode, we will hopefully, I hope, we'll complete the Malum District. Because this place goes by in a hurry. There is some backtracking though, of course. And also, there's the Red Lobster Inn. That's pretty much the last area before the boss fight. But in order to unlock that shortcut, we basically have to run through the whole district. So, but thankfully, these guys will help us out, at least for a little bit. So yeah, the next episode, we'll do that. Hopefully, we'll beat the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. So I'll see you guys then.